I do not want to be canceled. Yes, that I'm recording.
First thing said on the recording.
That's right.
Can I get a soda before we start?
Yeah, go for it. Go get your Doritos.
They're already canceling us.
They haven't even heard the episode yet.
I know.
It's okay. I'll just ask somebody like Joe Rogan to play it.
I got a soda and 2 cold waters. I'm the one who knocks. Jesse, we gotta play D&D. Jesse, I made you a character sheet. Open the door. No, Mr. White. I'm not playing healer for you. Jesse, it's pronounced cleric. And you have to. Our party's missing one.
Let's get this party started.
Last time on the Phantoms of Talva.
So she's gonna kind of mumble to herself the essence of magic.
So you're saying that that's a heart?
I don't know what this is, but it matches in appearance what's that fellow over there crushed to become whatever the golem creature was.
I almost died yesterday, fighting some man in that cave, and thought, what a stupid way to die.
Am I dead? What happened?
And you find yourself 2.5 weeks since you were in that cave. You angrily flare up and summon a flame into your hand, and Hannah instinctively goes to push you to get you to stop, and you release this bolt which flies past Gunther and slams into a soldier, bursting into flames.
People have forgotten. It's best they remember.
It's a villain arc! It's a villain arc!
As you look up, you see a familiar face to you, one you haven't seen in 50 years.
You're so old.
Arthur, is that you? Arthur, you are staring into the face of someone that you haven't seen for 50 years. Someone who, quite frankly, you've nearly forgotten, who now stands just on the other side of the bars from you. This short, pointy-eared gnome with a great gray beard that sits just under his chin, almost like an Amish person, with no mustache. Asha, is that you?
Elsa is the name, and who are you?
You don't remember me, do you, Asha? We fought together in the war.
Oh, impossible. That would make you nearly 70, right?
Oh, we gnomes live for much longer than that, and you know quite well.
Then why have you come to see me behind the confines of my cell? Am I to be transferred and they decided to send somebody they thought I'd know?
Oh, not at all. I came because I heard you were in this town causing trouble. Well, I came down to the cell for that reason. I am here on business. You really don't remember, do you?
I remember a great many things. 'Tis hard for knowledge to escape my mind. Knowledge of importance, anyway.
Huh. You really are the same Arthur I remember from back then. Only thinking of yourself, forgetting about the rest of us. Well, while you were doing that, I have been benefiting the country, not playing by myself in a tower. And it just so happens that my work has brought me here to this town.
Your work. To my knowledge, the major war we were supposedly both in has ended. What are you now? Far too old to continue on in military? Mercenary?
That work has ended, yes, that war. But there is yet another war on the doorsteps of this country. And they require someone of my expertise to provide for the means of defense. Much like they did back in the previous war, if you remember.
I worked multiple places in the field. I worked amongst my workshop and out in the field healing the soldiers.
Right. Well, I was busy building them new defenses to help them get past the knights and their magic. But now we face a different threat, Arthur. Something that isn't magic at all.
Well, I must say, this conversation is rather interesting, but I do not wish it to have it behind the bars of a cell. If you wish to continue, I would suggest allowing my exit from this confine.
So quick to ask for what it is you want, Arthur. You didn't even bother to ask what it is we required of you. Typical. Well, I'm afraid I have no power in the matter of releasing you. But I'm sure if you're a good boy, maybe the captain here might consider releasing you to help me.
As of late, people have been forgetting my place amongst these fools. I doubt he would even listen to me at this point if I asked.
Your place? What is your place, Arthur? As far as I can tell, and what I'm told, you are just a local wizard.
The local wizard who built the town. Who kept it from an enemy nation? Who, with his inventions, made everyone's life easier? Yet I am still seen as the crazy old man. Nothing to add to this town but a museum.
That might just be your own doing, Arthur. As I recall, you were offered the same opportunities I was.
Well, yes. The killing of others to benefit our country definitely sounded great to me. No, I'd rather further our kind any way I could. Knowledge was the best thing that came to mind.
You say that as if those whom we put an end to were not putting an end to others, Arthur. I never made anything to harm those who were innocent.
Well, yes. But if it's true you helped in the workshop, same as I, then you assisted in others with their research of devices that harm the innocent. We had no say in what was created, only that it was created to harm.
That may have been true then, but it isn't anymore. Not now. What say you to helping me now, Arthur?
I'm gonna look around the cell very slowly. I'm gonna say, well, beats this dusty old place. No. Well, if it gets me out of this cell, I suppose I can hear you out.
And can I trust that you won't try any of your shenanigans?
My shenanigans was somebody in need of a reminder. You will not see that from me. You seem to know me well enough.
A reminder? Arthur, you put the man in the clinic. You nearly burned him to death. I'm surprised they didn't shoot you on the spot.
Very few realities in which they would. I'm required, after all.
Realities, eh? Interesting.
Oh, yes, I forgot. I only started doing that recently. Well, pay no mind to it. It's of no importance.
I suppose you've finally reached old age, my friend.
Yes, time has a way of gripping us all. Now, shall we continue?
I understand you have an apprentice as well.
Yes, quite new to this place. How did you know?
I was informed of quite a great many things, you see, Arthur. I, unlike yourself, took the opportunities that were given to me to move into positions where I can have greater influence, to make sure that none of my work was used for evil. Unlike you, you seem to have just abandoned the world, despite your claims in helping this town.
I abandoned the world that I did not help create. This town is of my great importance, and you would be happy to know that none of my plans have escaped. Merely a book I could not read, and an artifact that is quite useless.
Third cousin.
What?
It's just like, he's like, just a book, and this thing, and this other thing. Like, just a couple things. They didn't matter.
Of no use to anyone, and yet they took it with a book that clearly has some kind of importance.
Yes. They will be returned to me, given enough time.
Arthur, that is neither here nor there. You want out, don't you? You want to help this town? These people?
I would like to help me. Then the others will come next.
Just the answer I'd expect from you. I'll be back later today to release you.
Yes, and when you return, if it's true you were with me in the workshops, you'll remember what tea we used to drink, right? Bring some.
Sure thing.
We're going to cut away to a scene here, which essentially nobody is playing. Outside of town, to the north, just inside the woods, is Chaff. He's not quite running away, but he is being careful not to be seen or heard. The woods are thick with growth and life and mystery, which seem to catch his attention. Like someone who's seen color for the very first time. And as he's distracted by all this wonder around him, which he's never experienced, he trips over a branch and finds himself face first in a puddle, to where he sees back into the mirror dimension, to the real Chaff. Fighting with him, he pulls away his attention, and we move to Hannah now. At the inn, she hears a knock on her door.
Who is it?
Young lady, it is me, the mayor.
Oh, come in. And she's like rushing to the door to open it.
Hannah, was it?
Yeah.
She walks into the room, kind of looks around a bit, surveying. Do you care for Arthur?
Well, yes. I mean, he's been teaching me and he's kind and I mean, his knowledge is invaluable to me. I wouldn't say we have the deepest of connections, but I'd say we have enough common ground for me to say I care for him as a friend. Maybe the beginning of a friendship.
Well, I have known Arthur my whole life, Hannah. And even so, despite all the time I have spent with him, I find it difficult to... How do I put this? She seems to be struggling to piece words together, and she looks back up at Hannah. I don't see this ending very well for him.
Ending? What are you talking about? What's ending?
He committed an act of treason today, Hannah. Do you understand?
I'm sorry, refresh me. What did he do again?
He shot a soldier with
I
a
threw a
fireball.
Molotov into a bar.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Takes like a deep sigh and she's like, he was talking about not being respected. I don't know a whole lot about Arthur, but he kept talking about people forgetting who he was and what he did, and I don't know if he's just becoming senile or something. I don't know.
That is a good way to put it. He has done a lot for this town, but when you compare that to all of Talva, it amounts to so little. I am glad he's not here to hear me say this, but he believes himself of greater importance than what he truly is, and he essentially challenged the authority of myself and the captain. Now even the commander that has come into town.
Okay. I mean, do you want me to talk to him? I'm not really sure how I can help you or Arthur.
The commander seems to know who Arthur is from before the liberation, and it seems that he has plans for Arthur. Probably the only reason Arthur isn't dead at the moment. Listen, Hannah, he won't have much choice in what is coming, unless he fights against it, in which case he will become an outlaw. Either way, I have a request.
Okay. What is it?
I cannot leave this town. It is my charge to keep, but Arthur, it seems, is no longer bound to this place. I would appreciate it if there was someone to watch him.
As a friend keeping him out of trouble, or watch him as someone making sure he doesn't hurt anybody?
Whichever is needed. Which, at the moment, seems like it may be both.
Hannah does like a nod of like she's understanding. She like bites her bottom lip and nods, and she's like, I understand. I'll do my best, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not really sure if he'll listen to me. But I'll try, and I will definitely be mindful of him and those around him.
Thank you. I suggest you act quickly, and maybe you need to talk to him first, I don't know, but you may need to be gathering whatever things you need to travel.
Yes, well, honestly, he's gonna see plenty of me. I think it would be better if maybe you spoke to him.
It's best that I do not, It's complicated. I shouldn't see him anymore.
Hannah kind of has like a sad look on her face. She says, okay, well, I'll write you letters if I can. Try to update you on anything. But I appreciate your honesty. And your willingness to talk to me about this.
Of course. Thank you. And she goes to turn and leave the room.
Talking bad about you, Arthur. I'm sorry.
All right. So what are you gonna do?
So she's gonna. What time of day is it?
So it was afternoon when you and Boris. Well, before it was morning when you and Boris were training. Then y'all met at the tavern for drinks, but not really. You started to play a tune that made everybody really sad.
I'm sorry, I'm dumb.
And then y'all went to town hall to figure out what was going on. At which point Arthur got mad and shot somebody and then was arrested. And then in his cage is when he spoke to the commander. So I would say it's probably 3-ish in the afternoon.
So she's going to see about visiting Arthur right now to see if she can start. Is Arthur at jail?
Yeah, he's in the holding cells.
Okay, so she's going to go see if she can get either Arthur to tell her or someone at the front desk to help her figure out if Arthur needs anything for the journey so she can pack it for him.
And as you're heading back towards town hall, you see again the usual, or not the usual, but you see the sort of mad dash of soldiers getting things ready. You can now see in the town square, all the carts have kind of been lined up with these crates of, as you recall, metallic body parts. And 2 figures stand out to you that you recognize, one being the magistrate and the other is the tax collector, who both seem to be poring over everything in the manifest, making sure that nothing is missing. Gunther looks up, catching your eye, and begins to walk over to you as you're approaching the building.
She's going to approach Gunther because she knows she was told to stay away.
What is it you're doing here, miss?
I'm actually here on business to see if I can pack anything for Arthur to take on the trip. I will pack it on his behalf. But I need to figure out what he needs. So if maybe you can send someone in there and ask him, or...
He looks you over very carefully and sighs. Maya came to see you, didn't she?
And she kind of like moves a little awkwardly and she's like, yep.
Alright. Look, I'll say it wisest that you stay away. I'll send word to you at the tower. How about that?
That sounds good. I'll be waiting there then.
Right then. Toddle on.
So she just kind of moseys on over to the tower.
Arthur, as you're sitting in your cell, you begin to hear footsteps again coming down the stairs. A sort of heavy, but not clumsy rhythm as Gunther comes down the steps and turns the corner into the cells. Comfortable?
Well, yes, very. You know, at any point I could conjure myself up a cushion, right?
I'm sure you could, wizard. I'm sure you could have also conjured up some self-control to keep yourself out of these bars.
Yes, I could conjure a great many things. You do know I could conjure a way to get rid of these bars, right?
Well, wizard, I'm sure that you could, but wouldn't be prudent, would it?
I have my reasons for allowing myself to stay captured.
Right. Listen, we all know that you're being shipped off with the luggage, and apparently your apprentice does too, courtesy of the mayor. Is there anything that, perhaps, if your apprentice were to hear about it, would be useful to you on the road? Any of your effects?
And I suppose saying everything is out of the question.
Only if you expect her tiny frame to carry all of it, yes.
I don't imagine the tower's an easy thing to move.
So if I asked, she would find a way. But let's keep it simple, shall we? Now just Merlin, a sheet of paper.
Performance check.
Doesn't have one. I just wrote cookies and milk on the page. I'm going to need my rifle, my backpack, which I've already packed with supplies I thought for traveling. My dragon chess set, can't be in the road without a game. Couple of books, my spell book, my uniform. Of course, my book of blueprints. My, what is it called? My alchemist kit. Poisoneer's kit. Left those out because I was using them. And I don't have money. My coin purse, which is empty. My dagger, my box of torches, my tinderbox.
Oh my gosh,
And
are you literally going down a
rope.
freaking equipment list right now?
Yes,
Oh no.
those last three were.
Alright, sorry, go.
Is that not what you were expecting?
Oh my gosh.
That was it.
What? No soap?
I can make that on the road now, can't I?
If you say so.
And he kind of like holds his nose for a second.
Yes, the orc holds his nose to the owl and...
I have a rather strict hygiene routine. But anyways, sure. I'll get to this list. And Arthur.
Yes. Final goodbyes, is it?
Don't get yourself killed.
Haven't yet. Don't foresee it happening anytime soon.
Right.
And he just leaves.
Mage hand trip him on the way out.
Done.
Hannah, he gets you this list shortly, right? Like you're waiting maybe 15 minutes in the wizard's tower before someone comes running with this magic paper.
Says at the bottom, he's magical in nature. No, I'm just
The same
This
explanation.
message will self-destruct.
same explanation I've been giving everyone. He's magical in nature will not last long.
How did I know Arthur wrote this? Oh, never mind.
It's okay. So I'm guessing several things. So she kind of sighs and she looks around and she's like, geez, I don't even know if I'll be able to find everything. So she begins looking through his personal belongings to see if she could find it.
Yepper doodle.
Most of it's fairly easy to find. You find the homunculus is helping you out as you rummage through his things.
Okay.
My clockwork dragon?
And is that all Hannah does while she's in the wizard's tower?
Nah, she's looking in there for the first time. Do a perception check, maybe? Perhaps. I don't know if it'd be perception or investigation, but she's snooping a little bit. Not like actively snooping, but like looking around the room to see if anything catches her eye kind of snooping.
Get out of my tower, you punk!
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Hold on, let me get my dice going here. Let's see. Perception. Okay, 15. Do I see anything with 15?
Yeah, you see a lot of interesting things in this tower, right? And for the first time while you're in this room, you take note of another set of stairs that goes to an even higher level.
Oh, I'm going up those stairs.
Stay out of the tower part of my tower, you punk!
Nope. I am snoopy dooping.
Arthur, can you describe to us some of the things she sees when she goes up to this personal room of yours?
There's a bird's nest. That's about it.
Liar.
Just the singular armchair pointing at, I didn't say a color, it's a green armchair pointing at the altar with the everlit candles, bunch of clockwork items. Anything basically that tells the time is on top of the altar, adorned with many different shades of cloth.
Loose feathers?
Yeah, that too. Adorned with blue, green, and gold cloths. wrapping around everywhere. That's about it.
I basically found an altar.
Mm-hmm.
To time?
With every way you can tell time.
Religion check.
As you're staring around at this room, this strange altar with candles and clockwork pieces and cloths, you notice almost purposely neglected, if that makes any sense. In the corner of the room, there is this furnishing which has been covered by a worn piece of cloth, a worn piece of burlap, which seems to just be tossed over it.
I'm a snoop-a-doopin', touching again.
As you uncover this, you find a painting sitting on an easel of what might be an elven man holding hands with this absolutely gorgeous woman, almost ethereal in nature.
She sees the lady and she's like, whoa.
Will, bro. It's crazy.
And there's something odd as you're staring at this painting. You don't recognize the woman at all. And yet, something about her seems familiar to you, Hannah. And the same thing with the man. It feels like you've met both these people before. And yet, staring at this painting, you have no idea who they are.
She just looks very confused. Does she notice anything else in the room or with that picture?
No?
So she just kind of has like a confused look on her face, like she's trying to figure out who it is. But when nothing really comes to mind, she kind of shakes her head and puts the cloth back on the picture and proceeds to continue with her search of his things.
While you're putting things together, you find the satchel that you guys had collected down in the caves, and you notice this is no ordinary item. This bag seems to have another dimension within it, and as you're piecing things together, you could feel other things that have been placed inside the satchel already. And you see the armor that has been placed off to the side, and you see that the cloak he had was separated from everything else. Within the satchel itself, you feel various stones with rough edges, and you feel something akin to a necklace or an amulet of some kind. There's the alchemy set that you find. You begin to take it apart. The poisoner's kit. It took you a while to find the uniform. You weren't sure what he was referring to at first, but then you uncover it from where it was hidden. It is an older uniform, not one that is presently worn, but you still recognize it.
Okay, what's it from?
And it brings sort of this memory of the smell of gunpowder and fire. And there's screaming as you stare at this uniform, and you quickly stuff it away in the bag.
Yeah, that's exact. She quickly shoves that in the bag and she's like, what the?
But you don't find the rifle. The rifle is not here. And as you recall, it was with Arthur when he was arrested.
Okay.
And while you're there, you hear the door creak open behind you.
She quickly snaps to turn around.
And in the doorway, there are two soldiers and a third smaller man of gnomish descent standing there. And the gnomish man strokes his beard. Oh yes, you must be the apprentice.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Oh, forgive my manners, dear. I am Commander Locke.
Does that name ring any bells for me?
None at all.
But seeing the uniform, she probably could put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
She kind of grabs the bag tightly and says, can I help you, Mr. Block?
Commander,
Commander, my apologies.
I introduced myself, dear. Don't you think it's polite to introduce yourself?
Oh, I assumed you knew who I was because you knew I was the apprentice. My apologies. I'm Hanna Sakrav.
Hanna Sakrav, you say?
Yes.
He strokes his beard and walks a little closer to you.
She kind of backs up a little as he gets too close into her personal space.
He continues to stroke his beard silently as he stares at you.
If you don't mind, this is a private home.
Yes, of a criminal who's committed treason.
Arthur is not a criminal.
Arthur shot a soldier. Young lady, he is a criminal.
He had a moment, and I think everybody's allotted some amount of mercy. And besides that, he's being hauled off to some place to do who knows what, so
Yes,
I think he is garnered a little bit of respect.
yes, he is being hauled off to a place. But to do some good for the country he has neglected.
And she kind of nods awkwardly, and she's like, well, I will carry on then.
What is it that you are collecting in here, young lady?
And she kind of furrows her brow, and she's like, I don't really see why I need to answer that to you, Commander Locke.
Let me make myself very, very, very clear. You were with Arthur when he fired upon that soldier. You are lucky that you are not locked up.
Oh? Locked up for what?
Being an accomplice.
Anybody in that crowd would have told you that I misguided it so that it wouldn't have hit the person right in front of him. So if anything, I helped save a life today. And if you decided to lock me up, some twisted form of justice, well then I'd argue that maybe your ideals that you fought for in the war weren't as good as you thought they might have been.
There are no innocents in war, I'll admit that, young lady. But make no mistake, in war we are, and it is best for everyone to remember that. Any slip-ups, anything at all, to make anyone question where your loyalties lie.
And then he slides his finger across his throat.
Do you understand?
She nods, but you could tell she's gritting her teeth.
I know. I am not liked by you. And that's fine with me. I know. The mayor came to you. I know what you are collecting. I know you intend to follow the company to New Flora. I am simply here to make it more official. Do you understand?
To make it more official? Is that what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? Sorry, confused.
He's saying basically if you were to follow the company all the way up to New Flora, you would kind of be on your own. He's offering you an opportunity to actually be a part of the group leaving.
She just looks at him pretty sternly for like about a minute. She's not glaring at him, but just looking at him very intently, thinking. And she kind of straightens up a little and loosens her grip on the bag, and she says, I promised the mayor I would watch Arthur, and I intend to do that.
I understand, but I have my own needs. And it just so happens that you fit those needs, whether Arthur likes it or not.
She just kind of tilts her head to the side a bit, and she's like,
Whether Arthur likes it or not, I need him to push back the Grozniks from New Flora.
She looks a little frustrated, and she looks at him and she says, They intend on making him fight by himself?
Oh, dear, no. Are you kidding me? As tall as he is, he's easily pushed over. No. It's his mind. It's his mind that we want.
His mind? That thing's all torn to shreds. She says kind of lightheartedly.
Perhaps, but even the pieces are more valuable than nothing. You see, Arthur was quite the clever inventor, as I recall, and we just so happen to need his inventive skills as we face this new threat.
She's like, alright, well, like I said, I'm gonna take care of him, and I do hope that you'll take care of him too.
How far away is the jail cell from my tower?
Town Hall is across town square from the tower. So I would say somewhere in the vicinity of 500 feet, maybe more.
Okay.
Especially if you start considering like the angle they are at from the actual cell and all of that. It goes up from there. But yeah, it's probably like 500 feet from door to door. So, will you be helping us, young apprentice, to bolster our defenses in this war?
She looks a little taken aback by that, and she's like, I don't really see the need to involve myself. And she's kind of looking at the ground now, kind of holding the bag tighter again.
I see. I understand. Let the soldiers be the ones to fight the war, right?
That's not it.
Oh?
And she kind of searches almost for an answer. She's looking at the ground. She's like, I was raised in a nomadic tribe. It was peaceful. No fighting for land if you have none. And then she kind of looks at him and she's like, I don't think I would be of any help, honestly. Someone like me. War, it's just not in me.
Perhaps not war. But you can reason with Arthur. Can you not?
Did it convince Arthur to fight in a war?
No. I'm not asking you to convince him to fight. I'm asking you to convince him to help us.
You see, and he signals for one of the other soldiers who has been carrying something with him. And he walks in and he brings it over and uncovers it, and it's this metallic looking head.
Arthur is quite clever. And this, I bet you he can figure out what to do with this.
She looks at it.
Do you know what this is?
No.
This is a head of one of the soldiers that we face on the front lines. They're no longer made of flesh and blood. I'm not even sure that they have life in them, but they move like they do. They kill without remorse. They do not sleep. They do not eat. They do not rest. They do not slumber.
Why are you showing me this?
Because, young lady, although you believe that you have no reason to get involved, sooner or later, this will be on whatever doorstep you find yourself behind.
She looks at it, kind of perturbed. She's like, I'm done with this conversation. She kind of just looks defeated, almost, and frustrated.
There's no escaping this.
You're so insistent on me and you talking about this. This has nothing to do with me.
Were you not planning on following us?
Yes, but to keep an eye on Arthur.
And what do you think I will be asking of Arthur?
I won't get in anybody's way.
You won't be allowed anywhere near him unless you are here to assist him. Do you understand?
Yes.
And if you follow us to New Flora, young lady, you will see war.
I mean, I've seen some action since I've been here. Doesn't scare me.
Fake knights are not nearly what I would call action. Magic, knights, swords, those are from days long past. I doubt we will see any of them again, but this points at the skull. This is real.
She's just quiet.
Do what you want. But I must ask you to leave.
I'm packing his things.
Take what you have with you. And he looks to the men. You may begin.
What are you doing?
You see more soldiers begin to pour into the tower.
This is his life's work. How could you just come in here?
They all begin to start taking things and packing them up into crates outside of the tower.
She looks at him. She's like, what are you doing with this stuff?
Insurance. If you won't help, I'll need other means of leverage.
She starts leaving like in a huff. And at this point, internally, she is genuinely questioning the cause of the people who killed her family.
Where's Hanna headed at this moment?
Going back to the inn at this point to just start gathering her things and also be just upset in a private space. Or, yeah, that's what she's doing.
You find yourself alone in your room. What are you thinking about? What are you doing in this space? What's going through your mind?
She's kind of pacing the room angrily and quickly, and she's just like, what the heck, man? Like, this dude was just, he was evil. Like, that was not normal. That was not okay. They're trying to force Arthur to do this, and he'll probably be roped into it because his stuff, his life work is involved now, and she's just kind of kicking herself too, like, man, I should have just lied. I don't know why I didn't just lie. I'm just so sick of lying. I'm sick of all of this. Like, I'm so tired of this, but also just feeling so useless. She's upset that she's still not at a point where she can make any sort of difference. She has no footing anywhere. That's what she's feeling.
There is a very real knot. An anxious ball of hopelessness that forms in your gut and works its way up to your throat and begins to constrict and tighten around your neck. And you feel like you can't breathe. And just as you begin to reach the peak of this feeling, this deep-seated emotion which is just choking the life out of you, you remember your master's words. Let tomorrow worry about itself, Savannah.
She's really struggling to find the comfort in those words presently.
And you find yourself sitting around a campfire with several of these feline-like people that you've come to call family. And next to you is your master, looking down at you.
Savannah, I know you're still worried about your brother, but if it desires it, it will come to pass.
She kind of buries her face in her knees, and she's like, what if he doesn't desire it? What then?
then there's nothing for you to worry about. It won't happen. I know that seems cruel and perhaps evil in your estimation, but everything...
He stops himself.
She kind of peeks her eyes up from her knees and she's like, everything what?
His eyes are looking down at you, but there's no condescension in them. He's not even looking at you with pity, but more a sense of empathy. Regardless of what the world says about your family, you lost a lot. And it hurts. The one person you knew to still be left is now separated from you, and you want to see them. You would do anything to see them. I understand.
Do?
Yes. Yes, I do. I have lost as well, but unlike you, I do not have the opportunity to see them again. Not in this life.
And he kind of stares into the fire, which is lighting up his great mane.
If I could, I would do anything to get them back.
And she kind of just fully sits up now and she looks up at him and she's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Have you seen this before?
And he begins to trace in the dirt between you two a circle, and then proceeds to draw 7 circles on the edge of this inner circle.
No, what is this?
Much of the world believes that they are at the center and these pillars surround them, supporting them. But that could not be further from the truth. This circle is Et, and these 7 pillars are his 7 virtues. And we are on the furthest circle, and he begins to trace another circle around the outside, away. It is a harsh truth, but it is the truth nonetheless, that Et is at the center of all things. And if we look to him, if we trust in him, eventually all things will come together again, including you and your brother.
End of flashback, yeah.
You feel the knot sort of suppressing itself again as you regain your breath.
So she just starts packing her stuff. I mean, she's trying to get rest for the night, you know, kind of thing.
Okay, so we're gonna fast forward here to the next day. Arthur, you are being loaded into a wagon that has this sort of... It's not really... You're being loaded into this carriage, which isn't like a luxury cart. It's got like hard metal walls and ceiling. It feels like a prisoner transport. And you're receiving all kinds of dirty looks from every soldier as you're walked out to this thing.
I'd like to refund the Uber.
Yeah, at least you're not a jailbird anymore.
I'm a roaming jailbird. So I'll just walk in simply, without hassle. I don't know where they're taking me, but can't do anything about it now.
And kind of walking next to you is Commander Locke.
Now, Arthur, I know that you're a little concerned about your things, so I took the initiative on packing things for you.
Once hearing that, I will stand stock still. No, instead of now complaining, I'm standing still right where I am.
Now, don't be like that.
Oh, you showed more mercy than me. It seems like you, Mr. Locke, don't have much to put me on a leash.
A leash, Arthur.
I would never think to put such a beautiful creature on a leash. You, my friend, will be treated like a king. You'll have your own tent, your own things. It'll be like you're at home.
Yes, just like how we had it. Our own little home accompanied with the constant noises of war. How pleasant.
Well, perhaps we would have avoided this had perhaps the outer provinces more reason to stay as part of the Republic. But that is neither here nor there. Now they simply threaten the livelihood of everyone on this side of the Reach. Not to mention those raiding our coastlands.
Yes, I'm sure they're all of great importance if you're sending me, Locke.
Sending you no, Arthur, I will be going with you.
I'm sure the old man will be helping me millions. For while I may be aged, I am not old like you.
Oh, don't worry, Arthur. I have no intention of you being on the front lines.
Whatever game you're playing at, I know everything. Everything in my tower, my museum. I remember it all. I expect everything back the way it was.
Oh, certainly. As soon as the war's over. You can keep as many trophies as you want, just like last time.
And quit acting like that. It is quite annoying. I know if you were on the war just like me, you are more black-hearted than you're letting on. Your talk of peace is sickening.
Let's get a move on. And the soldiers kind of lead you up into this celled carriage.
As they close the door to the carriage. And you didn't even bring tea!
He doesn't respond to you as he locks you up. Hannah, there is a knock on your door in the morning.
She's in the process of just picking up her things anyways to leave, so she kind of opens the door kind of with everything on her, like she would look like she's about to step out.
Oh, Hannah, it's... You're going somewhere?
Oh, quite suddenly, but me and Arthur are going.
You're coming with the company?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't expect
Why?
that.
Nobody expected that, quite frankly.
Right. Well then, all the more reason to give you this. And Bors pulls from the side this long wooden case. I was going to give it to you as a parting gift. I found it among my father's things. Some kind of war trophy, but it is not my kind of weapon.
She's holding the box and she's looking at it and she's like, "What's this?"
It was among my father's things. Not quite his. He seemed almost ashamed of it most of the time. Kept it hidden away. I happened to come across it while I was searching through the house. It's not my kind of weapon, I figured. Figured maybe you can use it.
She pauses and she's like, "I don't know if your father would want me to have this."
I mean, I almost said the dumbest thing just now. I almost said, I mean, he ain't around anymore, so who cares?
Finders keepers, losers.
I'm sure my father would want it to be put to good use. And better in the hands of someone like you than others. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't take this when they raided the house.
They took stuff when they raided your house?
No, they didn't seem to take anything, and I'm actually quite surprised by that. They took
Arthur's things, but not this.
He's like, well, thank you for this gift. As she's opening the box.
You are struck with just shock and awe as you recognize this elegantly designed sword which sits within this case. Can you describe to us what your father's sword looks like?
So in this box, you see a beautiful rapier. The sheath is white and red, and it's embellished with gold that wraps around and goes well with the gold and steel infused handle. It's just beautifully intertwined to cover the hand of the one who holds it. And upon seeing it, her hands tremble as she traces her finger along it, and tears start falling from her eyes. She's not like ugly crying, it's just those silent tears that come from one's eyes.
Well, I didn't expect that kind of reaction from it. I mean, it's a beautiful sword, but...
She snaps back to reality and she's like, and she kind of like starts wiping her face and closes the box. She closes the box and wipes her face, and she's like, well, I'm sorry, it's been an emotional day for me.
I just saw my own reflection and oh my god.
I'm beautiful.
She's like, it's been an emotional day for me, and it just meant a lot. Thank you. Yeah, she puts it away back in the box and then just starts taking it along with Arthur's things, which she kind of motions for him to kind of grab the other side of Arthur's bag because it's just between her stuff and his. It's kind of a bit.
Oh, let me get that for you. I'm sorry. How do you plan to carry all of this? And where is it exactly that you're going?
Oh, this stuff is Arthur's stuff, and we're going with you.
Oh, do you plan to put this with the rest of his things?
No, this is more for his personal, at-hand items.
Oh, I think I understand. You are trying to keep secret stash from the commander, no?
Oh, no, the commander was there when I was retrieving these items, so he should be aware. No secrets, don't worry.
I mean, I wouldn't have told anyone anyways. He's got a reputation.
I can see why. As she's like steadily going down the stairs with the stuff, she says, and I promise I won't play any more war drums unless you ask me to.
Oh, do not worry, we will hear plenty of drums where we are going.
Forward.
So you join this caravan. You are led into a separate wagon full of soldiers. Bors joins you in your wagon, and the caravan begins to turn northward and head out of town. In a journey that takes them a better part of a month to get to New Flora.
We time skipping?
We are time skipping. As that is going on, Chaff, the real Chaff, you find yourself in your body again in the back of a wagon. And you seem to be staring down at a reflective surface when you come to.
I'm back. I look up, look around, try to figure out where I am.
You seem to be in some kind of traveling company. The wagons and carts and carriages all appear to be of some kind of merchant class, and it is coming out of the woods into a clearing. The caravan begins to cross a bridge which goes over the Kovic River, which is easily 1,000 feet wide. And as the majority of this caravan crosses, suddenly Bombs begin to go off as this bridge collapses in on itself. And I need you to roll initiative.
Hello again, friends, and thank you for listening in on another episode of the Silent Bard Tavern. We appreciate your patronage, and as always, we ask that if you do like what we are doing here, like, subscribe, follow, whatever the words are that the people use today, share with your friends, tell your mother, force your cat to listen. Anyways, we'll see you again next time, here on the Silent Bard Tavern.